discuss this visit is Alex Ruyter, a professor and director at the Centre for Brexit Studies at Birmingham City University. Thank you very much for joining us here on TRT World. So, Merkel has already made clear that Johnson's visit will not change anything about Germany's stance on Brexit. So what is Johnson hoping to achieve? Or is this visit all in vain?
Well, in a sense, he's kind of caught between a rock and a hard place, because in his campaign to become leader of the Conservative Party, of course, he made it abundantly clear that he was appealing to the Leave vote and saying that the UK will leave the European Union on the 31st of October, come what may. But, of course, the economic realities associated with a no-deal departure, by all estimates, shaving 2% off GDP per annum, lifting unemployment, an estimated increase in government borrowings of £30 billion per annum to cope with this, and of course the significant shocks to supply chains. You know, he's a clever man and he's well aware of these. So if he can find some way to charm his opposite numbers or find some different form of wording maybe, then it's worth doing. But of course, as Prime Minister, one of the first things you do when you come into office, of course, is go and see key allies. But Brexit, of course, is the lead item. So, he has to go and try and discuss it and be seen to be reasonable. I don't think he's, he doesn't want to be seen as unreasonable. He doesn't want to be seen as just coming out saying that we're going to do no deal. So he has to try and find a way to appear to be reasonable and try and offer something that he would at least present to the public as having the European Union try and want to negotiate further on.
So, Alex, I mean, the main obstacle being the Irish backstop, and Germany and the rest of the EU saying that it's not going to give ground over the Irish backstop. Do you believe that Johnson really thought he could change the EU's leader's mind on this?
Well, I suppose in that sense, I'm not really sure whether he thinks he does, but his public utterance, of course, of being that the Northern Ireland backstop is anti-democratic, that it potentially traps the UK in a de facto customs union with the EU after the transition period and withdrawal agreement will have expired. And he's, in his public pronouncement, he's dead set against that. But of course, from the European Union side, the backstop is the insurance policy designed to prevent a return to a hard border in Northern Ireland. So, they've made it abundantly clear they're not going to compromise on that. I think the best that he can expect in the circumstances is a rewording of the political declaration of future relationship. This idea of technological solutions to the border, it has to be said, is a bit of a chimera. I mean, there's been 3 years now to try and find things which actually work, and the government have been found wanting in that regard. So let's be clear on that. Alternative solutions, whatever they aspire them to be at this point in time, do not exist. So that backstop is going to be there if the UK wants a withdrawal agreement with the EU, and indeed it'll be there as a precursor to any future economic treaty.
Well, we do have to wrap it up here, but thank you very much for that insight, Alex Ruyter.